Okay, so how do I know what to pick? If you are remodeling a bathroom, installing a new kitchen, designing your dream home, there are 1,001 decisions that you have to make. If you've worked with us before, we'll put you through a selections process. Once we've narrowed down your scope of work and given you pricing, and then set you loose on your own or with one of our in-house designers to help you pick things out. But there are a million questions that always come during that process. So we're trying to make some of this simpler for you. So let's talk about bathrooms. We're gonna talk about bathroom fixtures. We're gonna talk about faucets, toilets, hardware, some of the things that you will have to pick out in a bathroom. We're gonna start with sink faucets. I know it sounds simple, and you just go and you pick out a sink faucet, but it is helpful to know there are 3 styles of sink faucets that you will find in your bathroom. And depending on both the aesthetic that you like, the look you're going for, or if you're buying a vanity kit with a top, it has to be drilled specifically for the type of faucet. If we're doing a custom countertop, often our countertop manufacturer will require that we let them know what faucet we're using so they know how to drill the holes. So you have single hole faucet, so pretty self-explanatory. There is a single hole. These tend to be more modern, sleek. This is also the style of faucet you'll have if you have a vessel sink. Those were popular 10 years ago. We don't see them as often, but this is the style you will use. So therefore, it's a single hole drilled center in your sink. And then from there, you are left to choose your style, your color, your finish, all of those details. The standard kind of base model is what they call a 4-inch center set. So from one handle to the other handle, it's 4 inches on center. This is going to be your most common that you're gonna find when you go to a big box store and pick up a vanity. These are some of the cheaper faucets. They're a little bit more budget, so some people don't like the look of them. Your single faucet is also gonna have a single handle, on, off, swivel, hot, cold, versus a separate hot and cold on a double handle faucet like this. The third type is an 8-inch widespread, is what they're called. Again, we've got from handle to handle, we now have an 8-inch center to center with a third unit in the middle. So this will be your spout and your 2 handles. These tend to be more costly than either of these options, but this kind of gives you a little bit more of an elegant look. So as far as function goes, all of these are going to function the same. They're all gonna have, provided they're all the same brand and model, they're not gonna function differently. The durability is gonna be the same. A lot of it's gonna come down to style, the room you have on your counter. If it's small bathroom vanity, I would not recommend this setup because it's gonna take up more space and kind of make the countertop look even smaller. If you have a large double vanity, this is a great option. For this kind of the standard base model 4-inch center set, if you're on a budget, this could very well be a great option for you. These are really popular in kids' bathrooms, just as a single vanity because they're simple, common, and they're easy to find. The single hole faucet, these are going to be very popular in smaller spaces, half baths, powder rooms, more modern styles where you want something that's a bit more sleek, a little bit more minimalist. These are gonna be a great option for you. Okay, so now that we've talked about sinks, I wanna pause for a minute and talk about bathroom hardware. So we've got toilet paper holders, robe hooks, towel bars. There's a whole variety of things you can get into, but one thing I do want to point out is that unless you have a specific mixed metal design that you're going with, my choice is always going to be anytime you can match brand and style, it's going to be better, especially as you get into brushed nickels and golds that are very popular right now because brand to brand and model to model, the shades and the colors change dramatically. Also matching all of your bathroom fixtures. So if you pick out, the Delta Trinsic, we're gonna recommend you use the Delta Trinsic shower faucet, the Delta Trinsic hardware, the Delta Trinsic sink faucets, so that everything matches. Most faucets are going to have coordinating hardware. Not every faucet, but many do, as you can see. This allows you to have cohesive flow throughout your bathroom. Bathrooms are small spaces. We usually are going to recommend that things match and are consistent unless you have a specific design in mind. Hardware that you may want. Towel bars are obviously very popular. They come in a variety of sizes and lengths depending on how you plan to use them. They also make double towel bars so you can hang 2 towels in sequence to each other. I personally hate those. I'd rather keep my towels further apart. Toilet paper holders, because you need things quickly at hand. Robe hooks are great. Towel rings are also common for hand towels by your vanity. So whenever you're making decisions for designing your bathroom, I always recommend you think of your routine and how you use your bathroom on a day-to-day basis, the things that you need. As much as we want to make your space look stunning, we want it to be functional. We want it to actually match your lifestyle, and we want you to enjoy using the space, not just sitting and staring at it. So that's a couple notes on bathroom hardware. Sky's the limit on design choices. Once you've selected the type of hardware you want to use, we'll have a whole conversation with our clients about where we're going to place them so that it's both functional and practical. And then there will be a whole conversation about what prep work needs done during the renovation for install later. Lots of details that we can share in a later video. Keep your eye out for a future series where we're going to have a lot more going on with install and how-tos and instructions, both for the starting tradesman as well as the DIYer. So let's talk showers. Showers have a lot of pieces. They can get really complicated. We're going to try to keep it simple for you. So standard shower setup, you're probably familiar to seeing something like this. You have a handle. This is also known as the mixing valve. This is where the water comes in, and we turn it on and adjust the temperature. Sometimes it's 2 separate handles, sometimes it's 1. Then you have your shower head. Sometimes a tub spout if you have a tub and shower. So how that's going to work with a tub and shower, the tub spout has a diverter in it that will basically plug off the spout, and by the path of least resistance, water will come out the shower head. But that is how those function. If you want to add fixtures, if you want to add a handheld sprayer, if you want to add a rain shower, if you want to add body sprays and jets, all the crazy complicated things that we have the ability to add, we have to change how we approach the faucet. So handheld shower, the simplest way and the most cost-effective way to add one is to simply remove your shower head and attach a unit that's made to attach up here at the shower head. So same faucet, same handle, same fixture, whether it's a tub, whether it's a shower, this will work. This attaches up there. Some of them have 2 additional, so now I've got a shower head and I've got a sprayer. That's a great option. But other times, in a lot of primary bathrooms and when we do big custom showers, people may want, a handheld that's on a slide bar, and they want this and a shower head and maybe a rain shower head. Once we get into you having multiple places that the water's coming out, we need what's called a diverter valve. So we would get rid of this and we'd put in something a little bit more like this. So what this is going to do is it's going to give us the ability to control where the water's going. And there are different setups, 3 function, 6 function, all depending on how many places we're sending water and which combination we may want to divert that. So in my shower at home, I have a regular shower head, I have a handheld on a slide bar, and I have a rain shower head. With a 6 function diverter, I can divert water to any one of those 3 fixtures or any combination of the 3 at any point in time, all with this diverting valve. This is something that's going to have to be plumbed different pipes are going to have to be run. It's going to be more labor intensive. It's going to be more costly. It also has to be done from the jump. We can't swap this out for something like this unless we're tearing everything down to studs and starting fresh. Keep in mind that the more fixtures you have going at the same time, the lower your water pressure is going to be, simply because you're trying to take the same water flow and throw it through multiple fixtures. Some people love rain shower heads. I myself love rain shower heads. I use it all the time. My wife hates it. She says she can't rinse shampoo out of her hair, which is a common complaint that I hear. So keep in mind how you think you're going to use your bathroom, how you're going to use the space, the people that are using the space. Are you bathing dogs in the shower or in the tub? Other pets maybe, I don't know what you have, potbelly pigs. How are you using it? What do you want out of it? think of those things as you're making these decisions. We're going to help our clients through this process, but we're trying to give you some information to arm you with better details going in. Let's throw my back out. Now that we've talked about all of the pretty hardware and your nice faucets, let's talk about what everybody's really thinking about. Most of those times that you head into your bathroom, you're doing bathroom things. So let's talk about toilets. Few different things with toilets. There's a lot of styles, there's a lot of different looks, there's some different colors, lots of cool options, but the main things to keep in mind are the size difference. So the two types of toilets that are most common are round front toilets that, go figure, have a round front, and an elongated toilet that has a longer bowl. The elongated toilet is going to be bigger. You can see that it is a good couple of inches further off the back wall. You're gonna have more room. You're gonna have more space to do your business. A lot of people love these. The downside to these is they take up more space. So in small bathrooms, in places where you have doors swinging, shower doors swinging, the round front is going to be your space saving option. These are common and popular. We still do a lot of these, but mostly in small spaces where space is a priority. Elongated ones are gonna give you much more space. For cases where mobility and accessibility are important, elongated toilets are what is going to be required for any ADA handicap accessible spaces. Also something to keep in mind. The other thing you'll see a difference of is heights. As you can see here, these two toilet bowls, they are the same model and the same brand, but they are different heights. This is kind of a standard height toilet, and then they have a chair height, sometimes called a comfort height or right height toilet that is taller. Often people don't think of these things until they go, to sit down, and it's much further down than they realized. For mobility, for age-in-place scenarios, you're gonna want a taller toilet. It's going to be easier to get on and off of. Shorter toilets are popular in kids' bathrooms where they're easier for children to get on and off of. So another reason to pay attention to how the space is going to be used, who is going to be using the space, so that you can make those decisions. Toilet seats, again, different styles, different options. Slow close is always a great feature, so nobody's slamming toilet seats. An honorable mention that is becoming more and more popular are bidets and bidet seats. Those are frequently going to be installed in place of your standard seat. Your standard toilet is going to be able to be used, but when you're designing your bathroom, when you're remodeling, when you're building, it's good to keep in mind if that would be something you would be interested in, because most take a standard 110 GFI outlet near the toilet. That is a question that we're asking a lot of our new construction and full remodel clients, because that is something that is easier to do while we're running electrical than it is later. Yeah, that's toilets. Another question that I often get from my clients is brand. There are obviously a lot of brands out there, companies, manufacturers. What I tell my clients is that if we provide it, we warranty it. So if a customer picks out some random faucet and buys it, then it's not covered under our warranty. What you really want to remember is you do get what you pay for. Anything that's from a name brand, that's reputable, that's been around, that has a good warranty system is going to be a better option for you. We're nearing Black Friday. Amazon has a lot of specials and a lot of deals. It is very tempting sometimes for people to buy a pretty looking faucet or some pretty looking bathroom hardware that comes from God knows where, from God knows what company or brand. We've dealt with a lot of that, and that is why our company policy has changed. You're going to have a big difference in quality. You're going to have issues, and when you have issues, you're not going to be able to do anything about it. I always tell people my two preferred brands are Delta and Moen. I am not sponsored in any way. They have some of the best warranties. I've dealt with their warranty department and gotten replacement parts free of charge. Delta is, in my opinion, the most user-friendly, the easiest to install, but Moen and Delta have some of the top of the line warranty programs. American Standard is excellent. It's my preferred toilet choice. Kohler, I mean, I could go on and on about brands, but the big thing to remember is no Amazon specials. If you can't find it at your local plumbing wholesaler or showroom, it's probably not worth messing with. I hope that gives you more information and arms you with a little bit more details. I did not say anything about bathtubs or bathtub hardware and bathtub faucets because that's going to be part of a future video where we go into showers and tubs in more detail. So I hope that helps and hope you know a little bit better what to pick.